Okay, this episode of Growth Ash Tour was very chill. I gotta say, after coming home and from a busy day, I was excited to watch this and give it a review. However, I noticed I started to doze off it for how chill this episode was. It was exciting as the previous episodes, but in a way it was still intriguing. We got to see some new discoveries. But other than that, it was okay. It wasn't the usual Growth Ash Tour. It didn't really have me ask any questions to myself like I usually do in these episodes. So it was probably just, wanted to sit down and watch and relax too. That's pretty much what I got from the gist of it. There was a big discovery, however. We're not getting to that just yet, near the end of the video. However, watching this episode, it made me realize I have never been on a train before in my entire life. I have never been on a train. I'm like, wow. I've been on a motorcycle, I've been on a moped, scooter, plane, boat, ship, all that stuff. I have never ever been on a train. I've always seen movies, train heists, all that cool stuff on it. Even just regular sitting down and having food given to you. So in a way, people say it's just like being on an airplane where you're going through tunnels and stuff like that, instead of seeing clouds and everything. So yeah, big realization for me. I'm like, wow, one of these days I'll have to get on a train. It's just something I have to mark down on my list. I know it sounds boring, it don't sound interesting, but I have never ever been on one. I would like to be on one just once, Probably when I go down to New York or something, I'll drive the trains there. Who knows? There's not many trains here where I'm from. There's trains, but there's no reason for me to get on them. I'm always on the bus or using Uber or something, going anywhere. So no train. Anyways, getting on this, the way the trains are shaped in this episode were very weird. They look concrete-like, like they weren't really powered by technology, but they were. And they just kept going and going. And my question is how the trains were going. I'm guessing there's this way how mankind set up a system where the trains will continue doing what they do automatically without human help or even robotic help. It automatically knows where to stop and where to go and where to continue. My question is how the trains are still going, though, even if all those directions that it was given through its system keeps running the power. I guess the power generators, even after hundreds of years of being abandoned, are still going on. So I guess they have a very strong power supply up there in their world. But other than that, it's still a big mystery to me. As it grows into a new facility and stuff. They asked the same question from last episode between empathy and time and stuff like that. And I didn't really get the gist of this episode much, really. They've been in a place where there's like tons of unique weapons for war, and of course that. But I'm still curious how we have never seen a body, though. Despite being in a post-apocalyptic world, you at least expect to be there some bodies. More destruction and stuff. They pass through these towns and cities, but however, have you noticed there hasn't been really much destruction? That's something that came through my mind as I was watching this backgrounds and settings. The places still look nice. They look like some of the places look like they could be still lived in. But however, the question is, where are the dead bodies at? That's what I'd like to know. Why isn't there any bodies up here that just skeletons or anything lying around? There's none of that around there. So I'm asking myself, what happened really to mankind? Really? I know there was a war, but at least there'll be some signs of war besides some destroyed buildings and war machines around the place. It would at least make more sense to have some type of skeleton or something, blood, anything, or even left behind diaries. But it seems like there's not even one trace of things that mankind really left behind in these worlds. So it makes you wonder, what really went down? Because as we know, there was something that happened before the war that they're going through. Even more further down their timeline. So in a way, it's like a Fallout thing. On how in Fallout, how they're going through a war, then all the nukes went off, then the world became post-apocalyptic. But even then, more war was still going on. So it makes you wonder, what's in the standpoint of the war right now? Is the war still continuing, or is the after effect? Or the girls are just pretty much part of the after effect of the war that's happened? So a lot of these questions did rose up in my mind, but now getting to the end part that really intrigued me was the mysterious creature that came up. The creature doesn't have any eye pupils. It looks all white. It's like a doe creature or something like that. Like, it only seems to communicate through the mysterious radio they picked up during the memorial area some episodes back. So, however, this creature looks very similar. It looks similar to those god statues that we have been seeing throughout the show and even the opening. That thing that kind of looks like Chi with the strange slanty eyes looking a certain direction. That's exactly what it looks like, but except for it don't have any pupils. The question is what is this creature? Is it even from Earth, or is it evolved from some other creature that doesn't exist anymore? Those are the questions that ran through my mind as well. It's despite this creature just showing up, it has tons of mystery behind it. I would like to find out, you know? Because imagine you're just seeing this weird white creature. I haven't seen it before in my life. It don't look like a dog, don't look like a cat or a fish. It was just this creature that seems to just be all wobbly. In a way, it doesn't look like it looked like it belongs on Earth at all. It doesn't look like it belongs on Earth. So the question is, where did this creature come from? And how is it able to speak English? Well, Japanese, anyways. And why it can only communicate through the radio. So this creature has some type of telepathic or some type of wave that can go through the signals through radios and technology. Who knows? So I'm guessing this is definitely not an Earth creature. So it brings back to the theories that probably aliens were on the planet before. Some people had that theory of aliens being on the planet before, but I'm just saying it's a probability, but we don't know that for sure. All we know is that there was a great war that happened twice, and they're experiencing the after effects of it. But yeah, like I said before, not much really happened in this episode. Not much that I really intrigued me besides the end point and made me think about wanting to go ride a train. But not this season. Probably spring I'll go ride a train, just because I want to ride a train. We're gonna go to destination. I'll just ride it just to ride it. So yeah, that's all I got for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'd be much obliged. This is Madcrownxox Anime. Signing out.